boo, 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 boo. Yes, I'm live yet again. Hey, everybody, it's me, TruePowerIsMine. This is TMP SR Live. Today's date, March 30th, 2019, and I'm back. You know, earlier today, friends, we were getting into it. We were talking about JBS, John Birch Society, and members and current activities. So, I guess what I'm saying is, it's not over. In fact, we can argue it's just beginning. Just beginning. So, I was talking to a buddy of mine earlier today. Excuse me. He was talking about the advanced weaponry programs, like the laser system. All right. This thing here, you're toast, man. It just don't matter. You're toast. This is what I was trying to tell everybody the other day about the whole gun situation. Irregardless to what future gun laws, this is Chinese new ship. It won't matter. You're not taking this thing on militarily. It's not going to happen. I mean, look at this stuff. Look at some of this stuff. It's just maddening. That's what I'm talking about right there. Automated weapon of death. The drones. This is obviously a drone copter. Looks like it has maybe a couple mini guns up there and 3 rocket pods. Look at that. Missile launcher. That's the automation part of it. You don't need a man in there. That's probably all fuel now. This is amazing, man. I mean, look at that. That looks like a space re-entry vehicle. Very sleek delta wing configuration with heat dispensing for exhaust, the engines. 2 turbine jet engines look like. Apache helicopter. Looks like some sort of cloud attack. But as they're putting chips, hey Kim, welcome to the show. As they're putting chips and all this stuff, we just have to understand, this is not designed for you and I, friend. You know, this isn't designed for our benefit. I am so tired of this camera. I tell you what, it is really starting to become a pain. There. Whatever. You know, your little AR, not AR, but AK-47 isn't no match no more for that. How are you going to deal with that? And this can see you shoot missiles, send in micro drones. You don't, yes, let's go here. Let's go right here. Micro drones. Hold on. In fact, I need to put in military micro drones. Hey, Tony, welcome to the show. Look at that. Look at that drone he's holding. Hold on, let me try to get this better. I know it's all wobbly. There, that might be it. Look at that. This thing, if that little drone there had, let's just say enough C4, like the tip of your pinky, from that last line on your pinky all the way up to the top. Just in that little bit of nose bit, you fly that, you use your special goggles, and all you got to do is just bring her in, and let's say this bottom part here is full of just BBs. It's a done deal. Reasonable dude. As Mark from Anaheim says, the Second Amendment is to keep blacks violence in mind, not to fight the government, wake up people. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I just want to add to that notion. Look at that. That's that mosquito that can dose you with the juice. And I believe Bill Gates Foundation helped develop that, actually. They wanted to use it in Africa. You know, that's always the ultimate excuse. We're trying to use this here in Africa. Hold on. Look at this. You think that's just a fly, but it's not. And these, you know, now you see this stuff in the stores. The only reason why I'm bringing this up, man, is because yet again, I had a comment. I had to delete it, man. And it was, you know, this dude. It could have been just a troll or whatnot, but just talking crazy, you know, about you know, the network that I wanted to start. You know, well, you know, you want to be this military faction to it, and I'm like, dude, you just don't get it. It's not. Hey, come out of the room, please. It's not about hold on one second. It's not about attacking the system where it's at its strongest. We all should know right now the society's strong part is military. The weakest part is spiritual. Everyone thinks that their guns are the solution when power to behave. Power to have lasers attack to drones that can take you out. Yes, Tony. That's the reality. Is that these drones? Like, look at this one. Now, this is a pretty big drone. You can tell by the wingspan. All right. But what could you put in there? You know, the cylinder. You could almost make that a revolver. In fact, hold on. Now, that right there would be scary. I just want to make sure. Yeah, see? There's that little helicopter. That's what I'm saying. All you need is that little. But there's a video. Check this out. Video of drone shooting gun. I mean, now you see what I'm talking about. That's a drone. It's flying. Hey, Lonnie, welcome to the show. Wasn't a drone used against the president? I'm not for sure. I haven't seen. Okay, and these are supposed to be the little laser disrupting guns to shoot down drones. It's always measures and count. Look at that. Measures and countermeasures. That's the drone I'm talking about. This one right here. There's like someone just rigged a straight up handgun. What's up, brother Anthony? Welcome to the show. Someone rigged up a straight up handgun to this drone, and it's getting busy. Yeah, I think this is the one with the. Yeah, that is just crazy. Hold on. Let me go up here and go to video. It's just a really quick video.
A video posted online.
Look at that.
Being fired from a drone has caught the attention of federal aviation officials and people around this small Connecticut town.
Come on.
No accountability for it. Somebody can be flying this thing from God knows where.
The FAA says it's looking into whether 18-year-old Austin Howitt violated any agency regulations. Local police are also investigating. Howitt did not return messages from the Associated Press.
Considering it's in Clinton, I work at the outlets. Like, that's a scary thing to think about.
I'd hope there'd be some laws.
Could you picture somebody? Get away from that. Could you picture somebody using the drone in a mall? Say on Black Friday, everyone's all clustered, and you hear a pop, and the glass ceiling breaks. Then the drone comes flying in. And not only does the drone have a gun, check this out. Not only does the drone have a gun, but they'll have like a big old kettle filled with C4 and God knows what. And once the gun gets finished out, they'll just lower it down and detonate the bomb and just blow up everything. Or else it might just be to use the gun just to get the drone down there close and then detonate. There's so many potentials now with these drones. TruePower, I just looked up. And yes, they tried to assassinate the president with a drone attack. Send me the link, Lonnie. Can you send me the link in the chat room? I want to pull it up. No, you can't go outside and play. You're too little. No. I know you want to. Just give it one more year, and you'll be able to go outside and play, I promise. Yeah. Can you draw me a picture, please? Here. Use this. Draw me a picture. No, this isn't broke. Draw me a picture. Thank you, baby. Hold on. Let me go over here. This is going to be... I'm going to try to find that. The president of Venezuela attacked with drone. A drone attack. Okay, here it is. Let's check it out. Hold on. Now, this went down in August 2018. That's a long time. But there was a drone attack. That's crazy. President targeted by drone attack. And they were already talking about Trump announced historical actions on defense of Israel. Vigilance across New Zealand honored the dead. How one map explains the Islamic State. And then Yahoo, Trump just made history. Man, there's a lot of stuff happening. It's all about the gun law. Okay, let's get up here and see what's going on. Oh, this is crazy. Hold on. No, it's not muted. This must not have sound. Oh, look at these guys. They come up with some. Yeah, I remember this. This is crazy. That's the drone.
Tenemos hasta ahora 6 terroristas y sicarios detenidos.
Wow. I'm on the side, brother, working in a worldwide handheld or CQ radio contest this weekend. Oh, that's awesome. Hold on, let's check this out. Amateur. Hold on, I'm going to check this out. Well, we're rooting for you, brother. Oh my God, that's some tiny print. Dude, this is too much. All these codes, man. Hold on. No, but, you know, people like Brother Albert in the future are going to be essential for long-range rapid communication. I'm telling you, AI, when that 5G hits, or even on the system that we have now, can remote control these things. It may need humans to place them in certain areas and prep them. Next station contacts on each station's in one number. You know, guys. I feel like I feel as if we are just sheep and pigs and cows and everything on the proverbial farm. And we're just sitting here. We see all these things. All right? Hold on. Let me play the rest of this.
With the help of a professor at Central Connecticut State University. Kathy Matheson, Associated Press.
Dude.
Now I go outside.
You're not going outside, baby. You're staying in here.
You're not going outside.
Now, this is what I'm talking about, man.
I go outside. No, it's too much.
It's fine. She's not going outside, man.
That's not yet.
No, I said no. Get over here. Where did you get that book? Let me see the book. Let me see it. She's asleep, I think.
I need to take this off him.
Yeah, take it out. Okay. I don't want you outside. It's wet. And I need to keep an eye on you. Hey, did you draw that? Man, she did a really good job. Okay. Now let me, uh-oh. I didn't know the picture was all messed up like that. I should have checked it. There. Let me extend it. Well, she's in that little den of hers, I'm sure. Underneath the changing table? Yeah, that's where she's at. No, you're not. Just go and get her. Put the leash. Get the leash. She's too timid as it is. We don't need to scare her. Okay. Trust animal farm. Graduate animal farm being led from one pasture to another, thinking we're woke. Yes. Yes, that's brilliant, Tony. Brilliant. Okay. Just go and get the dog. Take her out. Where you got these? What is all this? What else do you have in your pocket? What else do you have in this pocket?
Not that little pocket.
Go ahead and draw a picture over there. And quit lurking by the door. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I had a couple of gravy days, guys, for sure. Okay, now, what does it really mean to be awoke, Tony? Does being awoke mean that, oh, you read a couple of books, you've seen a couple of movies, but you finally don't really change the way you live or conduct business? You see, as long as we have legal slavery, which is the debt system, the prison system, there's really no hope for anyone to be truly free or liberated. Even the so-called rich people or elite are somewhat not free, even though they do a bunch more than what the average person can do. Especially when we look at lying to police or some sort of misconduct like Epstein or things of that nature. You got to understand, you're Roe. They only consider you to be a useless eater. You're nothing more than dead weight. Well, then that's a problem. That's a huge problem. They basically dehumanized you. So therefore, when it's time for the final solution, you're not taking out a human being. You're just taking out a caricature, a straw man or woman or trans. Gotta be politically correct nowadays, guys. All I want to do is initiate the fire of freedom for all. Initiate folks who realize we have a common root in liberty and freedom. Now, the way it's been expressed has been horrible. It's been horrendous in many regards. People's violated other citizens' rights. Hey, stay in here. And then the problem is we don't ever have justice for such events for the most part. Even people who were so-called leaders of the civil rights, after it's all said and done, all they ultimately become are very wealthy or semi-wealthy men and women. But the folks, the grassroots, gets lower. Because you know, but oh, you want to go outside? Well, hold on, let me do the show and then we'll go outside after I finish the show. All right? But I need for you to go and sit down right now. But then me and you will go outside. So the thing about it is, let's look at the reality. They're calling for, in 2050, for the average black home to have a net worth of 0. We won't be alone. Now, the reality is that if we don't get this thing together, the children that are here, and obviously the children that would be born, would be basically miserable. And hold on one second. Oh, this should be in my coat. Yeah.
Look at it.
Oh, that is a very good picture. Hand me that ink pen. Hand me the ink pen, please. Hand it to me. It has to be. Has to be in the coat. I don't have it. Here. No, I just need one of them, babe.
I thought you wanted. Here. Here. Here.
No, I don't need it. There.
Put it up. Again. Again.
All right.
Yeah, put it up.
Okay, thank you. Now, no, you gotta stay here, baby. You gotta stay here.
I know you love me, baby.
Come on, come over here. Just hurry up and go.
I'll be right back, okay? I'll be there.
All right. Now, the reality is this here, guys. We are fast approaching the point of no return. Most would say that we already crossed that point. I'm not sitting here trying to advocate we're going to change whatever's coming our way. We're certainly not going to stop the global collapse. We're certainly not going to stop the Third Temple. We're certainly not going to stop the false flag attack on the United States. All I ask is that we deal with it and we respond to it appropriately. Now, I was talking to my buddy. He said something that was really quite terrifying. He said that there's a portion of the citizenry right now, if President Trump was to say to start going out and killing the undesirables, they would immediately. That's sad. We have to change the perception of our fellow citizens. We have to do this. If not, I mean, you know what? Just pack up your little gear, get ready for the big roundup. I'm not talking about weed killer. And a nice little train ride. If we don't want to come together, if we don't want to make an organization, an association, we don't want to, put in time to build a network so people can try to foot it out. Hey, Martinez, welcome to the show. That's a lot of weapons. It's sad. It's truly, truly sad. You're not going nowhere, babe. You're staying inside. No, you're not going outside for the last time. No, you're not. You're staying in. I mean, you're just trying to wear me down by asking me the same question over and over. I said we're going to go outside. Just give me another 20 minutes. I'll be done with the show. And then we're going to go. But stay away from the door now. No, because I have to be outside with you. Come on. I tell you what. Why don't you go and have an apple while you wait? Let me do the show, and you can go in there and eat an apple, okay?
No, I want apple.
Well, what would you like?
Orange.
Yeah, go and get an orange.
Okay.
I'll peel it for you. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Your shoes are on the wrong foot, by the way.
I have 1 foot.
You have 2 feet. Anyhow, what I'm basically talking about now, guys, is let me put this agenda. What I think is going on, brothers and sisters, is that the known social experiment projects, Operation Garden Plot, Agenda 21, Rex 82, or 84 rather. I think portions of all these plans are coming together now. I mean, look, we have Iran-Contra 2.0 going on, basically. Where we have what? Yeah, that's the right foot. That's the right foot for that. We basically have the same Attorney General of Tibet, Mr. William Barr. Now, on its face, it really just seems like business as usual. But don't forget, we're still in a state of emergency. The president is still appointing various people to various positions in government. You already saw all the stories about, military personnel having nationalist views, stockpiling weapons. You all heard the stories about how Southern Poverty Law Center has a culture of racism and misogyny built in it. So, what's going on, I say? What's going on, guys, is the Venus fly trap, and you and I are the flies. It's about ready to snap its jaws. We cannot go on down this hateful, non-unified road. Okay. Well, come over here and I'll zip that boot up for you, too.
Thank you.
No, come on. Here, come over here so I can help you. All right, then break it, and we'll deal with that later. Sometimes 4-year-olds are so hard to negotiate with. But at any rate. You did it. Very good. Very good. See, it feels good to achieve stuff. This is what I'm talking about. I offered help. She's like, no. And she does it herself. And she has all this joy and energy. You can feel it. Yes, baby. Not right now. I have to go outside with you. We're almost finished with the show, and then we'll go outside. Okay?
Yeah.
Thumbs up? All right. Now. Do I have a vested interest in seeing a brighter future? Yes, I have 5 of them. At least. Greetings, Sister Hunt. Trump is tweeting everything this 4 years, and when he is reelected, sorry, my people, our husband's going down. Yes, Sister Hunt's correct. It's going to be Trump. If we have another election, he'll get elected. Listen, the point is, you got gum?
In my bag.
In your bag? Can you bring it to me? I want to see this gum.
No, I ate.
You got chewed up gum in your bag?
No.
I definitely need to see.
I ate it.
You ate the gum? What do you mean you ate the gum? Like you chewed it up and like.
I picked it up. I put it back.
All right. Well, can you go and get me the gum? Let me see. I want to see it.
That pick a tree LBs.
Okay.
If you put them out, it goes to get thick.
All right. Well, just give me a couple more minutes and then we'll go outside. Okay. I tell you what you need to do. Go and find yourself a hat. Yeah, because it's cold outside. Well, I think it's in PJ's room. Go.
If you find a hat, Marty, it's too bad for me.
Okay. Now, sorry about that, folks. Trying to juggle everything sometimes gets confusing. You said I definitely need to see that guy. Yes, I do. I don't know. Now it could just be story time. The gum could be imaginary. Or I can see in her little backpack this wad of chewed up bubble gum in like the middle of her shirts. And oh my God, I don't want to deal with it right now. Oh, no way out. There is a way out, but it takes us. It takes people standing together. Listen, I talked to Brother Ted Hayes. in the next coming days, he's going to be talking to representatives from the Trump administration concerning the 14th Amendment and some of the provisions for melanated men and women in it. All right. I talked to him, and basically I had an ideal, but it requires all your help getting this out. At the same time, Brother Ted is talking to these people. I want to blow up the Twitter. I want to blow up the White House public relations, email center. We send them emails. Hey, look, listen to Brother Ted. He has the support of a lot of people, and get that biomass energized. Because if there's a legal solution, there is no marching required. There is no threatening or posturing required. All that is required is to bring out the legal provisions into the light and allow the citizenry to see that there's already been a way to defeat the haters of the nation in these very documents that's been hidden from people. Or maybe not hidden, but overlooked. Or if not, then Brother Anthony's correct, man. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Get some Vienna sausages, some hot sauce and crackers, pull up some lawn chairs, and just wait for the nuclear mushrooms to blossom around you. Because if you think that they plan to keep this world cracking the way it's cracking, you're sadly mistaken. That's why AI is creeping up in the manufacturing sector. With robotics, AI is creeping up in the academic sector with predictive programming algorithms. People, man, we better understand that there's more than just one root society at the bottom of this. Now, there is one root entity, and that is honestly Satan. In spiritual terms, the polar opposite of the good God, the Most High. Twisting up folks' minds, luring them, seducing their souls with power and wealth. Hey, Gortak. Alvina. Oh, man, you're swimming. Welcome to the show. Glad you can make it. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. I want Gloria. Hey, how you doing? How is Mark from? He's doing well. Just talked to him the other day. He's busy with his surfers. Busy. I asked him, hey, man, you want to come on? And he goes, no. I'm like, well, that's easy. But then we talked about some other things, pertaining to international affairs and whatnot. But, look, you got to understand. Mark might be on the precipice of something great for him, and I hope, and maybe we can pray about this. Everybody send some positive energy. He was talked to by a big-time movie producer guy or gal. We need to, hopefully that will pan out and he gets some money. He gets a lot of money, hopefully. I mean, that brother has done so much pro bono work, it's not even funny. He has done so much, he has given so much information that if you was to actually have one of these professional people come in and give you slightly less information, pay hundreds of thousands of dollars, and this man does it for free all day long. Just like Brother Judge Joe Brown. All of them. Everyone that's literally been on my show, actually. I know a lot of these people, they're so good-natured, they don't want to be promoted like that. But I understand the value and how constructive and positive to get money in the right people's hands. And Mark from Anaheim is one of those folks. So is Brother Pompey Fixico on the GoFundMe. This man is going to go to the United Nations to talk to a panel of folks about indigenous problems, indigenous issues. Of course, it's pertaining to the Moors. But I'm supportive of all people trying to strive for dignity and freedom. Because without those two aspects to life, your life is essentially meaningless to self. If you walk outside your house, Gloria, and your neighbors don't respect you, that would hurt you to the soul. Sister Hunt, if you went to the grocery store and everybody's looking at you all crazy and you didn't even do nothing, you're dressed immaculately, you look beautiful, everything is in order, but just because, that would hurt you to the soul. We are human beings. We need social validation, not in the matter of truth, but in the matter of self. That's why it's important for us to build these communities of like-minded folks. You're tap dancing?
No, I'm a robot.
You're a robot? Oh no, my daughter's been replaced with a robot. Oh, cybernetics is everywhere. This is what I'm talking about. We have to understand. We shouldn't do this for ourselves. We should be doing it for these guys, these little guys over here. This is the world that they are going to inherit.
Robot.
This girl's going to have to deal with robots in a radically different way than me or you, Sister Gloria, or you, Brother Anthony, or any of the rest of you folks hearing me right now. This is why I go so hard at this thing. Yes, it's Saturday afternoon, and trust me, I would rather be doing so much other stuff. You know, I've been busting my butt all weekend on this house remodeling project. Been getting very little sleep. But I still have to go hard at this because I recognize if we can be successful at this level, so many people could potentially be saved. So much of humanity could be rendered free from the death and destruction to come. And that's what I want for each and every one of you. Even though I know we might not meet each other in this lifetime, but I feel your energy, feel your anxiety. We have an opportunity, brothers and sisters, to change the very course of so-called human destiny. And it doesn't take much. Just a little twist in your way you perceive things. Just a little more empathy and caring for the next person. A little more tolerance. Trump halt aids to El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras. Sister Barbara, welcome to the show. What? Keep your boots on. She's talking robots at her age. That was deep. They're prepared. The children are. Yes, Sister Hunt, yes. There's no way of getting around it. We don't watch Disney Channel around here. I let them watch the local PBS station, Channel 9 too. A lot of kids show, Arthur, Word Girl, things of that nature. And then on YouTube, I let the youngest one watch Bob the Train, the ABC, because she loves singing. We have to understand there are things. There's no getting around it. There's no getting away from it. We have to deal with this one, sister. We have to deal. We cannot put our heads in the sand. Oh, robots they're nothing. AI is just make-believe. There's going to be an AI potentially running the place before you'll have a flying car.
I put on my belt.
Yes, you did. You're being a big girl. It's good to be independent, huh? Now.
But not the below. Morning.
Well, sometimes she does. Now, when we work together in ways that the algorithm doesn't expect, that's how we defeat this thing. Hey, Brother Nick, love, peace, and light back at you. Now, if you guys haven't, if you're interested in the phenomenon of contrails, Brother Nick has some super videos that are copyright, not copyright infringement. He films the work himself outside his home. Very interesting stuff. He explains stuff as far as the waves hitting the clouds and why they have ripples and stuff in there. Phenomenon. Well, we don't want to use the word. We can't use the word chemtrail. Oh no! Oh no! I mean, some of you guys who were here with me earlier today, you remembered, what was I talking? Oh, I was talking about the brother, the little country guy, Little Nas, I believe, and Old Country. The black guy that song's Not Country Enough. What, it had 16 million views in the last 3 months. As soon as I started talking about that cat, my feed went beep, dead. The screen went black. People in the chat room, oh man, we're buffering. They tried it. It was crazy. You did. Did you ever get an apple? Do you want an apple?
No, Mom cut it. No.
Oh, she cut it for you? Did you eat it already?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You know, would you like a drink of water?
No, the water and the water.
No, you're not going to go out. She just wants to go outside so bad, guys. It's not even funny. It's like I'm trying to negotiate with a one track. Hey, it's outside.
And a chip.
Chips? There are no chips outside, baby.
No chip and Bobby room.
Well, no, well, bring me the chips in Bubby's room, please, right now.
Bobby told.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. You're not getting nobody in trouble. Hey, Big Pimpin', what's going on? Welcome to the show. And then I think I need to confiscate the bubble gum. Come on, bring me the chips, baby, if they're in there. Now, if you're pretending, that's okay as well. Hopefully she's pretending. Hopefully she's pretending. No, you tell kids, don't take food outside the kitchen. You know, it's very simple. Don't take food outside the kitchen because I don't want to deal with ants or termites or anything. And I'm just hearing all this commotion in the other room because really the kids normally listen to me quite well. Oh, she's just, okay. I think that was some make-believe. She's just tapping on the window, trying to get her brother and sister's attention outside. Okay, guys. I want to do a test here. I'm going to try to open up and see what's going on in the world, like right now, what's happening. And I'm going to try to do something I never tried. I'm going to actually try to focus in on Venezuela. Right now. Hold on. It's kind of smoking tires. The kids playing basketball. Don't really see too many people. I do see a house, no door. Pitch black inside, even though it's daylight outside. And then an explosion in the distance right now. So, I can't focus in too much, I guess, interference. This glimpses. Hey, Brother James Brown, welcome to the show. Agenda. Hey, TruePower. You see, they're trying to give Saudi Arabia nuke tech. Oh, my God. Well, you know, Saudi Arabia is somewhat a part of the British Empire. Hold on. I can't have her going nuts in there. Sit down on the couch. Sit down on the couch. I mean, I know you want to go outside and play, but you can't. Oh. Hold on 1 second. We'll look this up, and then I got to keep my word. Take this child outside. Hold on. Saudi Arabia receives nuke technology. No. Not new. Stop. Stop. Get your foot off there, please. The U.S. to sell nuclear energy technology. This happened 1 day ago, guys. Look at this grin this dude has on his face. They're happy. Trump administration has approved 7 applications for U.S. company to sell nuclear power technology to assist Saudi Arabia, and the Energy Department said Thursday. So,
Do you remember the journeys? Do you remember the place where time stands still? Every performance filled my heart, for you were my music. You were my life.
Senator, if I could just add, I mean, you really make a great point of recognizing that the United States from time to time work with countries that aren't necessarily our friends, or in areas that are in the world's interest. Right. The questions that I've been asked today about the work that we have done with countries who may have historically not been in our sphere, but we would like to have them in our sphere. I've been asked a number of times about Saudi Arabia and why you would do business with Saudi Arabia. And I think you make the absolute great point that if it's not the United States that is trying to create civil nuclear programs in countries, particularly in the Middle East and in Africa, that the potential for non-proliferation, it could be expanded by X factor if it's not the United States. These aren't, from time to time, these are countries that do some things that we really are offended by. Right? But the potential of proliferation of nuclear materials, if the United States is not involved, will be substantially moved forward. And I think it's our moral responsibility as a country to be engaged with this every place we can, so that does not happen. The United States and our ability to make sure that non-proliferation is being conducted.
Okay, so let's get it straight. We're going to battle non-proliferation of nuclear weapon technology by proliferating the ability for, wow. And this is supposed to be high-speed internet. What a shame. Yes, they have no morals, brother.
¿Es verdad que Cricket tiene el iPhone XR? Con la maravillosa pantalla Liquid Retina.
¿Cuál es el secreto de tu éxito?
Esto. Sonríe, estás en Cricket.
Hey, good morning, Brian. Well, this is a story, as you say, that if true, could have potentially explosive consequences, not just for the Trump administration, of course, but also for their relationship with Riyadh. Now, what we know so far, according to a report out of Reuters, is that they've seen documents that U.S. Secretary of Energy Rick Perry has secretly approved 6 authorizations by companies to sell nuclear power technology and assistance to Saudi Arabia. Now, this, of course, is without congressional approval. We've heard again and again from both sides of the aisle a lot of concerns raised about the potential there for Saudi Arabia to move toward nuclear energy, but really to move toward potentially a nuclear weapon. Now, of course, all of this comes back to the idea that we heard touted by Saudi Arabia's Mohammed bin Salman, the crown prince there, just a year or so ago, when he said that if they felt that Iran was moving toward a nuclear weapon, that Saudi Arabia should be able to develop one too. That, of course, all goes back to a bigger conversation about
plans for nuclear energy. Now, of course, Saudi Arabia, their Vision 2030 to diversify the economy, essentially what they want to do there is spend upwards of $80 billion to develop several nuclear reactors in the country. Of course, this all goes down to whether or not they'll use U.S. technology to get that done, and of course, whether or not they'll be willing to sign the 123 agreement, which would essentially say that they're not going to be enriching uranium and moving toward any kind of nuclear weapon. And so far, from what we've heard from the Saudi side, they don't really have any interest in doing that. And from the U.S. side, there's so many concerns about nuclear proliferation in the region. So a lot of attention you can expect on this story in the coming days, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see, I haven't watched this garbage in so long. It's kind of nice to see, basically, I guess it's a slop that people have to eat up. Boston Dynamics, new bird-like robot. Look, wow. I can't make this stuff up, guys. I can't make this. We were just talking about this, and bam. Boston Dynamics, you don't know, is a Japanese-American company. Used to be American, now it's Japanese. Here it is. Let's check it out. Everybody works in a warehouse, you just been replaced. Everybody works in a warehouse fulfilling packages, you just been replaced officially. Yes. It's not a movie. They're trying to let you know. All right? They're letting you know they don't need you. Here's what Boston Dynamic is normally known for. Big Dog and Atlas. And that's Big Dog, that's Atlas. I forget these two names. Oh, Little Dog. And then you got this thing. You put a hand grenade on this thing, runs down the way. Because these things, look, here it is. Imagine having a gun strapped to this thing. Bap! He's zap. Bap! Look, try to kick it over. On an icy... Hold on. Let's get this stupid... I want you guys to see this and understand. You're trying to run away and this thing's chasing you with a gun. Oh, I'm going to run down here. No, you're not. Oh, my God. Yeah. You better have an EMP hand grenade. Or imagine this thing had a grenade launcher. You try to climb up a tree. It'll just sit there and... Look at that. I'm going to run up the steps, and this thing comes up after you. And even if you have a house, they'll just drop a bomb into it and just run it right into your house. Just run the damn thing right into your house and explode. Well, you hope. Look at that. That is crazy. Tat, 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 tat. You know they already have this to where they got guns and shit on it. Look at those creepy shadows. Hey, CD, welcome to the show. Yeah, you'll need a minefield. Look at that behemoth. Cars right here. Oh, I do see a chemtrail. Hold on, stop. You see that chemtrail right there? Oh, wait, that's an... Look at that. These fools, even their little production, they don't care. Hold on. No robots were harmed. Ha, ha, ha. That's so funny. No robots were harmed. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, God. These people are just disgusting, man. Google sells off Boston Dynamics SoftBank. Well, that's not cool. That's not cool. That means that... I remember this one. This one's old. Look at that. You trying to tell me they're making this thing look like a man just for what? So it can turn a pipe or something? No. Like I said, you're going to all be replaced. Today it's been clear. I can't tell. Over here it's raining. It's so rainy it's not even funny. Look at this monster. You're running in the woods. Oh, you trip, and this thing just keeps on coming for you. I mean, hell, they just could put a couple of knives in it. It'll just slice you, dice you. Or you can strap a couple mini guns on the shoulder, make the arms into Uzis, and that thing you're shooting at it, but it's just coming. I mean, that is kind of remarkable. Here's the work. Boom. You're replaced, stalker. If you stock merchandise, you've just been replaced. Wow. You know, I thought the planet was overpopulated, so let's make robots to take jobs away from people. Here. Throw that stuff away over there, though. Let's make robots. Take away jobs. Now what are the humans supposed to do? We're not going to give nobody a standard base income. Well, now what are humans supposed to do? Imagine that thing being a cop. A riot police. You try to riot. Give us food! Oh! And they send out these monsters with guns. Come on. Heat-seeking drones were flown to search for dead bodies and now... Whoa. Uh-oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Bam. I'm back in business. Back in business. Can't stop me. Wow. That was 2016. So you know they're more advanced by now. So, you know, on a good thing, you know, on a good note, you know, at least you don't have to worry about trying to negotiate for your life, you know, when they kick in the door and they're planting their guns at you or whatnot, or whatever weapon they have, because they're not going to listen to reason. They're not going to have no empathy, no remorse, and you're just going to get slaughtered. So, you know, on that note, way to go, Boston Dynamics. Way to go, all the software designers. Yes, you guys rock, man. You know, you make death so affordable and so user-friendly. Because now some slob somewhere in some bunker can hit a button and make all these robots go berserk. And they're totally safe. I'm not seeing... Wait, what? Wait, why am I not seeing Super Chat fan? I don't... See, this is what I'm talking about. I don't get it. I don't know. It should be there. It's right here. Hold on. See, it's right there for me. Oh, that's messed up. I can never see the whole... Oh, no, that's really messed up. All right, that's too much. All I'm saying is... Oh, that's kind of neat. What is this? All I'm trying to say is, man, we have some issues. You know, irregardless of, you know, your political ideology, whether you're Republican, Democrat, blah, blah, blah. That really shouldn't matter on an issue like this. No, that's it. That's all you're going to get. No more. Brother, I mean money. It should be. Look, I want one thing to happen this week. This Monday, I hope. All I want to do is see no news articles about the economy at all come Monday. So that would give us, give me some hope. Google Da Vinci surgery robot. Oh, yes. Yes. Hold on, Kim. Let me pull that up. I want everyone to see that. That is a, and this is what I'm talking about. All you doctors and lawyers and academics, you guys think that this isn't going to affect you, but I mean, I guess until the algorithm gets right, you kind of need a doctor as a technician or an operator of the machine. But here it is. Look, this thing is doing surgery on a grape. On a grape. You know, that could be your, I don't know, gallbladder or oh, look at that. That is crazy. And you know what? Who gets in there and cleans all that? See, that's what I'm talking about. Who cleans all that? Those facial recognition is a robot. Yeah, it's an AI. Look at that precision, guys. I don't even know what to say, man. You know, sometimes you're just utterly amazed at what engineering can achieve. And this is why I say for you young people who are talking about going to college, please go to college for engineering and advanced manufacturing. Learn control logic. Learn control logic. That's the logic that runs all the different components of a factory to produce whatever you need. Get out of the nursing and education. Go, and then, oh my God, man, make beautiful, beautiful machinery. That's so eloquent. I mean, you know, I can appreciate things. You know, I'm not a total technophobe, and I do know a few technophobes. I'm just concerned about us losing the ability to think. You know, some people laugh at but seriously, think on a day-to-day basis how many devices kind of think for you. Your phone tells you what time it is. Your phone, you know, can basically do so much. Come on out of that room. All right. Now they're taking over nursing and doctors. See, this is what I'm saying. We had better realize, I hate to say it, sound like some sort of movie, but we're almost at like the beginning of like Terminator meets Dune, where the robots goes nuts, kills off humanity, and the ones that are left are economically existent in some sort of remote place on the earth. Primitive as can be. In fact, they can't use advanced technology for fear of some sort of tracking device finding out. Nobody wants to go to those days. Hey, George, welcome to the show. Glad you can make it. You know, the thing about it is, where does it end? Ask yourself, folks, seriously, when you're alone, away from everybody, you know, maybe before you, when you go to bed, you meditate before you go to bed. Tonight, please meditate on this one question. What is the purpose, or what is the end analysis of all the robot and cybernetics? Why? What good is it? If the planet's overpopulated, meaning that there's plenty of people to do all these jobs, why do we need to come up with an, automated automaton to do the work? Because unfortunately for many human beings, if you don't work, you do not eat. And that's the reality. Hey, pick that up. If you don't work, you won't eat. And for all you brothers who are in your 20s or maybe teen, as soon as you turn 18, you can legally start your own company. I suggest you do that. Work for yourself. Get away from friends and family that doesn't support your ideal or visions. Find people out here in the world willing to work with you. Because the bottom line is, once you have your own company, your friends and family are going to be the first ones to start asking for favors and handouts, which is normal. But you probably will not be in a position to fulfill those needs. And, when as a startup company, you need every dollar you can get. That's what's wrong with so many of us. We're so quick to give the next person, all the money that's due them, but our own family and friends, either we're not supportive of their ideals, or we expect them to give us the family and friend discount right off the bat. Planet overpopulated. Have you ever seen? Exactly, CD. This planet is not overpopulated, but that's the lie that they will repeat over and over. Because the Creator gave us all free choice, and deep state don't want that. You know that's true, Sister Hunt. That's how you know the fruits of Satan and his followers. It's always enslavement and domination. The Most High is always freedom and truth. No, gotta pray to kill CERN. Ooh, and then the plastic in the ocean. Oh my gosh. Brother David has some of the most interesting flows. Yes, that is true. We all know that there is a plastic size part of the ocean about the size of Texas, a bunch of plastic and floating debris. And we also know that CERN is making it possible for science to achieve various experiments like finding the boson, the God particle, blah, 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 so they call it. The bottom line is, you can't see the boson. You can only look at the data coming from a machine and extrapolate what's going on from that. Sounds like a lot of faith and belief to me. I believe in CERN. I believe I can learn the math. What am I looking at? Oh, that's a pretty drawing. The thing about it is, I don't believe in CERN. I don't believe that science is the ultimate way. I believe that people who believe in science like that, when they die, they're terribly disappointed. I believe that once we all die, unless we have our affairs right, we are all going to be terribly disappointed. And who wants to be disappointed in the afterlife, y'all? Who wants that? Come on now. So let's get this thing right now. And not only have a killer afterlife. Let's have a killer life. How about that? Let's get on this unity thing and fix this problem up in here. And the problem is there's haters, dude. There's haters on all levels. That needs to go. Because I'm telling you, once they get finished with their little network, dude, it's going to be, Auschwitz 2.0. It's like the killing never stopped. Why do you believe CERN and the research for the God particle, the gate? Well, the problem with CERN, or most advanced physics, or even the experiments that they perform, you don't physically see what's going on. They got instruments, all these spectrograms and things that are measuring minute changes in reality. And they're extrapolating these theories. You see a huge building. Yes, it's a huge oval. But aside from that, what else do you see? There's a difference between seeing a skyscraper and actually building a skyscraper. Now, we all can see this massive building in front of us, but do you really know how that building's really put together? How's it really staying up like that? I'm not saying that there's not real research going on at CERN. I'm certainly not suggesting that they're not smashing particles on the atomic level. But I ask you why? Why? How is that going to benefit mankind? Oh, we'll be able to make antimatter so we can make up a bomb that can totally destroy the Earth. Possibly the whole entire solar system. That's a good thing. That's what we need. Isn't it? So when the people of unity and freedom finally rise up, we're going to take over our planet. Those little scientists in the back room, oh my God, we got this 4 grams of antimatter. All we got to do is break the magnetic field and it's over. They break the magnetic field and boom, it's over. Earth is a cinder. See, evil only has one agenda. The evil agenda is for you to die in ignorance and anger. That's all their plan is. Where you're, oh my God, I'm dying of cancer. Ew. You're dying of ignorance and anger. You get brutally gunned down in the street. You probably don't even have time to react. This is evil. I would say CERN is an experiment. CERN is an experiment that, if we use their words, has never been attempted before in all the history of humankind, which I think is a lie. I think there have been large colliders before in Earth's history. But once again, this history is one that isn't readily shared with most of humanity. This history is one that doesn't go along with the narrative of the day. The narrative, group of folks come out of the Caucasus Mountains out of nowhere, approximately 6,000 years ago. Now they're running the planet. The only advanced technology you see is the so-called technology that they develop and wield. That is the matrix. That's the lie. That's really the first truth I think people become awoken to. The truth that all the history, or the vast majority of history that they have been indoctrinated to believe, is lies. We have to understand. Brother, please Google CERN and see. Okay, let's do this. Let's do that. Hold on, we can even punch it up right here. Hold on. Yes. Hold on, here's, oh man. This is, okay, this was 1 year ago, 3 weeks. CERN, okay, let's check out Oh, I don't want to play no music because that music, boy, all it takes is one couple bars and they're on you.
Physical turmoil. And Jason, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Rex?
Fantastic. It is absolutely amazing, the opportunities that present themselves lately. Let's move on to this information that you're presenting to us here, Jason. I mean, this is pretty powerful, man. The Lucifer Project. What's this about?
It's about they're trying to. There's a lot of aspects if you look at it. They're
Hold on, but Sister Hunt, now check this out. They're calling CERN the Lucifer Project. The Catholic Church has that observatory, I believe, out there in Hawaii called the Lucifer Observatory. You know, these people let you know who they're serving. You don't spend all this money and call something Lucifer for nothing.
trying to basically detect like dark matter, and they're also trying to like enrich, basically make their own selenium crystals and like basically highly radioactive materials. You know, you only got like uranium and thorium. They're the only two metals that are like highly radioactive that like are just naturally found. So they're putting these things in these different type of sensors, and they when they get it that way, they can basically silence like the background radiation and vibration of the universe kind of. And when they're looking for what's called neutrinoless double beta decay. It's like a special kind of radioactive decay that basically a neutron or electron and a positron, they hit each other and they annihilate each other, and they release only electrons. And so they can kind of see like dark matter and things like that. So if they could do that without any background interference, they could actually map out how to create basically the periodic table of dark matter, if you will. You know, like 8% of the universe is just about luminous material that we could see, and then the other stuff is like not 75% of it's dark energy, and then 25% is dark matter. So there's so much that we don't know basically, but they could map this out and find the anti of everything. But when you start looking into that, you look into when you find that you see that it could basically, when you release just 2 electrons, you could come to the binding energy that binds them together, the atom together. So it releases full energy potential to the maximum, breaking it down to its like subatomic particles, which causes a chain reaction to, you know, the particles around it. We don't know what it could do because it's such a rare thing. They actually just observed it last year for the first time, but they want to see it in like more, find them enriching, you know, crystals.
I will be more than happy.
You're gonna
Hold on. Where is the boat? He's in. Okay, hold on.
Honey is a...
Man, why are these people so damn obnoxious? You know, I'm not going to apply their stupid get-rich bullshit. Hold on.
This is perhaps the biggest mystery that science has been striving to answer for decades, if not centuries. The question of how the universe came to be. Mankind's most curious minds have been yearning to figure out what is exactly that keeps the universe going, and what is behind the creation of potentially infinite number of planets and clusters of stars residing in all the galaxies in the... With this, 4 round... which carry forces. These particles is for the moment the most widely accepted theory that provides a decent explanation concerning the behavior of all forms of matter and energy in the universe, particularly the interaction of fundamental particles with elementary forces that exist in nature. According to the Standard Model, there are two types of fundamental particles: fermions, which are what matter is composed of, and bosons, which carry forces. These particles are identified and ordered in terms of several properties, specifically mass. The mystery surrounding these particles is that while their mass can be measured, scientists cannot say for certain where exactly their mass originated from and why they have such masses in the first place. So what explains the fact that these elementary particles actually have mass? Well, that's where the Higgs field comes in. In terms of the Standard Model, the Higgs field is known as a hypothetical force field which cannot be seen, but is said to exist in every area of the entire universe. It is also this field that gives a mass to various elementary particles like quarks and electrons. A particle's interaction with the Higgs field when passing through it is theorized to be the one that gives the particle its mass. And the more that particle interacts with the invisible field, the more mass it contains. And so, according to this theory, without the Higgs field, nothing would exist the way that they do now. Not humans, not Earth, not the stars, and not the many galaxies in the universe. But how do we know the Higgs field actually exists? Well, many particle physicists believe that among the final missing pieces that could complete the puzzle, the God particle, one of the universe's force particles, will be the one to prove the field's existence and consequently provide a better understanding of the current Standard Model. So what exactly is the God particle? The term God particle was coined around the 1990s by Leon Lederman, a physicist and a Nobel laureate who published a book about particle physics and discussed science's pursuit to discover a specific elementary particle referred to as the Higgs boson. Actually, many scientists dislike the title of God particle and would prefer to use the official term Higgs boson. But again, what is it exactly? Why is it so important in proving the existence of Higgs field and evaluating the Standard Model? Well, the God particle, or the Higgs boson, was proposed by Peter Higgs around the 1960s as a necessary element to support the possibility of an invisible field.
Okay. Hopefully that's enough for you guys to see what I'm saying. None of this shit's tangible. All of it is subject to your interpretation and belief in the research and the data, and then the inferment to whatever theory they want to apply it to. It's called faith. You have to have faith that this is true. Just because the scientist, the new high priest says it is. Then the Rubu eat Pluto. Well, you know what? That is a good question. Where is that bearded planet? Where's that red bearded planet? I want to know. I know about Narubu and the relationship between it and the Anunnaki, the so-called creators of Mesopotamia or the Sumerian Empire. Control logic. That's where it's at, Gloria. You learn control logic. Hold on. Oh, let me show you an example. Abrams tank. Calculate percentages. Blah blah blah. Okay, hold on. Control logic schematics.
According to Wikipedia, control logic is a key part of a software program that controls the operations of the program. The control logic responds to commands from the user, and it also acts on its own to perform automated tasks that have been structured into the program.
Here's a quick video. It's really simple shit, guys. If you learn it, you'll make
schematic diagrams with graphical symbols are used to show the electrical connections and functions of a specific circuit. This line, or ladder diagram, shows various electrical components interconnected by lines. These lines are arranged like rungs on a ladder. In determining the operation of an electronic circuit, it's important to consider whether a switch functions manually or automatically.
Yes.
Manually controlled components require physical manipulation to work. automated components turn on and off without manual intervention.
And this is going to be the basis of the AI domination. When you can take the manual aspect out of these programs and thus put in an artificial or robotic response, boom, it's over. They won't even need your finger to press the button no more. Let's continue.
A typical example is a float switch found in a sump pump. When a rising water reaches a certain level, a float switch is activated that turns on a pump to expel the water from a tank. Another important aspect of any circuit is to determine the coordinated manner in which control devices, such as push buttons and switches, function to operate a circuit. This is known as control logic. Combinations of switches and buttons can be configured to conform to the rules of basic logic functions. Let's look at several examples by exploring the functional relationships of various switches in this diagram. The first control logic we will look at is AND logic. AND logic is present when there are normally open control devices connected in series. Here we have two automatic switches. The motor coil M2 will only be energized if both floating switch 1 and temperature switch 1 are closed. Next, let's consider OR logic. This can occur when there are two normally open control functions connected in a parallel arrangement, represented here by two start push buttons. Thus, motor coil M1 can be energized by manually pressing start switch 1 or start switch 2. With M1 energized, another type of control logic is exhibited, called memory logic. The energized M1 coil will cause the auxiliary contact M1 to automatically close. Therefore, even after the start button contacts are opened, the starter coil will continue to be energized due to the closed position of M1. There is also control logic associated with normally closed switches. NOT logic occurs when there is a single normally closed switch in a circuit. Thus, when the normally closed switch, stop 1, operated by a manual push button, is pressed, the M1 coil is shut off, and the M1 holding contact is deactivated. NOR logic, an extension of NOT logic, operates by the inclusion of a second normally closed push button in series. In this arrangement, pushing stop button 1 or stop button 2, the M1 coil is shut off, and the M1 holding contact is deactivated.
What I've been talking about here the past few weeks has everything to do with our collective future. Either we're going to basically give up our whole way of living to machines, let them run us, let them guide us. You know, and some could argue, hey, that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, True. You know, the computers don't have hate. They won't lie, blah, blah, blah. But the computer only has what it has been programmed to have. And it can be programmed for hate. It can be programmed for misogyny. It can be programmed for all these social ills that we inflict on each other as human beings. All I'm asking is that you guys please do a little research into cybernetics and look at the correlation between cybernetics and society and how they apply cybernetics to society, and you guys see exactly where this thing's going to go. And everyone that can hear me right now does not have the big bucks in the bank account to protect themselves from this. So I got to run long now. I got to feed well, first I got to take one of the live studio audience outside. But then after I do that, I got to come in here. We're going to have some supper. And then we're just going to have some family time tonight. Brother, you have even considered teaching carpentry skills too. I'm on the program like Girls and Boys Association School. Yeah, listen. Control logic's not for everybody. Different people respond to some brothers and sisters will get control logic and it's for them. Some brothers and sisters are going to get carpentry, some will get metal working, some will get iron working. You know, there's so many different avenues. Program for SIGs. I'm going to actually start going to some of the business owners and start teaching people about entrepreneurial skills from people who are actually in business right now. And before you go into business, you need to think about one thing. How will whatever you're doing benefit society in a positive and constructive way? We have to get on this. We have to drill this into each other's heads. Whatever move we make, Sister Hunt, whatever move we make, Brother David, let it be constructive and prosperous for all parties. That way it's always a win-win. And that's how we can defeat this thing together. As always, thank you all for watching TPIM SR Live Special Report. Live your life with integrity, without hate, envy, or greed. And as always, let's be kinder to each other. Peace.